Hey, how you guys? How everybody doing? It's 11:55, coming up on noon. We're gonna get a flip here on the 4 hours here, so kind of wanted to see if we can get anything pop through there. Watch the 4 hour on this bar right here. We'll see what's starting to cook here. Right, Spy. Not much. No matter what here, we're gonna be stuck inside, guys, with the 2-1 for sure. All right, and we're going to be stuck right in the middle of the day. All right, QQQ got the same issue. All right, coming back in a little bit here, a little weaker here, 691. All right, got down to a low of 687.71 for the downside. So here's our world right now on the Qs. All right, and we will be coming inside, and we'll have a Warner cooking. All right, either way. Diamonds. Um, Diamond's green at least coming back up. On your 4 hour though, you're still down. Okay, this is a doji to me. Some people say this is a shooter. It's a little bit more for a doji for me, but is what it is. So you got your 15 minute over here trying to rise back up here a little bit. All right, but we're gonna be opening right inside here in about 4 minutes. All right, so we'll see that 4 hour come back in. Um, what's been moving? Well, energy was holding up pretty well, and then they kind of fell off a little bit. Now crude is still holding up pretty good. It's up 6.3% today. So the light sweet crude has been really nice, and as we see here on our 15s, we've started to break down here a little bit when this 4 hour kind of fell apart. All right, so energy cooling off. At least ConocoPhillips is cooling off. We'll look at XLE. Same thing, right? You got the 4 hour drops in. Now you're gonna potentially looking for a 3-2 down here. Sneaky Pete's gonna get inside there a little bit, and that is pretty tight. All right, so XLE a little bit lower there, and then we look at Chevron. All right, Chevron kind of gave it all up, coming back down. But the crude stays high, but the rest of them are breaking. So oddly enough, that's what's really going on. Schlumberger, um, again, gave it up. Here's your 4 hour down. No room for Sneaky Pete. Looks like we're going to maybe take a 3-2 back down. See if energy can kind of cool off. All right, which is already seems to have been doing. All right, so that's our energy group. We got what else we got moving here today? Hold on a second. Let me get my sheet up here so I can see. Okay, industrials came out a little hot today, and they kind of cooled off too. All right, so we were watching some names earlier today. Um, XLI. All right, that's your industrials here. Nice 3 on the week now, right? Hammered up pretty good, and she's been holding her gains here for the most part. We got up to 183 too, so we gave up about $1 coming back inside, and I see the 15s are starting to pop up a little bit. So industrials a little better today. They go after like the big guys here. Cat Tractor. All right, there's a big outsider on the 4 hour that's going to flip here in 1 minute. You're going to be inside there. Parker Hannafin was moving here today. So that one is holding up very well with the 4 hour up and looking to take a 3-2 up possibly. All right. GE and a lot of the defense stocks. Okay, so GE definitely one of those defense stocks. We look at Northrop Grumman, NOC. All right, this one kind of gave it up. All right, Northrop comes back down on the 4 hour. So no room for Sneaky Pete either there. Probably be coming back inside, or maybe taking a 2 back down. What else are we looking at there? What else do we have? We had some of the one second here. Eaton, ETN. All right, ETN having a really, there you go. There's our first one that you just saw pop in. All right, so Eaton, we don't have full time. We don't have FTFC, right? So here we're trying to hammer back up on the month right now with the inside month there, still staying red. All right, so Eaton comes inside on our flip and it takes the 15 up. All right, so we'll see if any more of these industrials can move in there. I'm going to pull up my map. All right. A couple other names here. Lockheed Martin. You get where I'm coming from. Most of it is all tied into the industrials. Were tied into a lot of the weapons and stuff like that. All right. So LMT, the Sneaky Pete just got in there. You see the 2-1 now inside there. PCAR is having a good day too on the truckers. All right, so PCAR just got a 2 back inside, turns red there, as you can see. Picard. All right, so she comes back in a little bit there. JB Hunt. So some of the, like I said, truckers, wheels. All right, trying to come back up. This one's kind of a mess here. You're going to be buried inside there. All right. So industrials, pretty decent day. Got to say, Union Pacific kind of gave up a lot, so now you're going to be stuck in the middle there. The rails were a little bit better, but then they kind of stalled out. There you go. So it comes back in now. Let's see if CSX can pick up that load. See, I don't know about that one. Okay. NSC, so talking rails. There you go. Sneaky Pete gets back inside. He's stuck right in the middle of the day there. All right. So utilities, one of the better groups today. Healthcare has been really good today. Now it's been surrendering here a little bit, but I think they get back up before the day ends. So XLV has kind of fallen off a little bit here. And now we get right back inside. So let's turn this thing green and keep her going. What do you say? All right, a little bit of a move to the downside. Now we got a 1 cooking inside. Look for a 2-1-2 reversal, possibly getting back up to the highs on that one. All right, XLV would look for the 2-1-2. You would wait for this next bar to go up and take a 2 up. All right, we'll see about that. Make sure that your 60s are green, your 30s are green. Okay, we on these healthcares, we already have all the bigger time frames. So just make sure you got at least a 60 going with you on that one. Okay. Johnny John here is good today. All right. Johnny John's getting, again, stuck in the middle with everybody else. Merck, decent day. All right. So healthcare, good. This is good. We've been talking about it. So they're actually coming up pretty good today. All right. Looking at tech, I'm red everywhere here. Apple down 1.5%. Microsoft is down 2.24%. Palantir is down over 3% today. What else we got in there? We look at the big guys. We'll look at Micron, IMU, the King. All right, 3-1 inside now, kind of coming back inside there. Intel, INTC, buried inside here with the shooter coming back down on Intel. So not that great there. CRWV kind of showed some muscle early in the day, but they didn't hold. They didn't hold at all. All right, so come back inside here on Crew V. Here you are stuck inside there on the 4-hour that we just flipped on. All right, AMD, same business here, right? Same business. Look at this guy trying to come back off the lows here on AMD, SanDisk, SNDK. That one's a little bit better now, but drops in. So stalling out from a move that was pretty decent on the outsider here. All right, so kind of pulling back a little bit, little stall out. See if anything comes out of them. But pretty. Other than that, we're pretty quiet here. Our XLPs just not ready to do anything yet. All right, we're still down on the quarter and we're still down on the month. So be patient with these. We do come inside on a 2-1 now. See if we can start to firm up a little bit there. I wanted to talk about Amazon. Oddly enough, we were watching it the other day when we got up to that 250. It got up to 252 right up in here. All right. And then she kind of fell apart in this overnight, but now as you can see, and then we get the gapper down today. All right. So when you go over to the day, now you see what happened today with Amazon, right? So you got the two down on the gap down. All right. I knew that I knew that this was going to pull back. Had a pretty good feeling that we were going into exhaustion risk on that one. I didn't really see this coming. So I'm good. I would wait a couple of days on this one and let's see how this shakes out. I think Amazon's not bad down here at 234. All right. You're getting it's down $10. You're down almost 5% on the day. I don't know if I'd be buying it today, but I'd wait maybe a day or two and see how it starts to shake out. All right. So Amazon, I think in an interesting place. All right, because of the gap down, and then when I look again, tech across the board, we got a little slathering of XLF, but pretty much red across the board. Not getting killed by any nothing moving here. Look at the XLF down 31 cents. So nothing going on. Starting to peel off from the highs here. So not much. Not much. All right. I got to say that the whole market here. All right. So healthcare is up there. Energy is cooling. All right. And then industrials are picking it up. That's kind of what's going on today. So in those industrials, you can see they're already tired. They make a nice move here. Again, we're still in these summer doldrums, even with the SPY coming down like they did today. Um, they keep fighting back, and but they are having. I will finish it up here. All right, and there's your SPY right now on your 60s. I'm going to flip this over to the 60s here, and you get the idea what's going on here, right? Chopping up. All right, chopping up. All right, that's your SPY right there. QQQs, just chopping down there, coming down from there. All right, that puts your lows in for the day. Came back up, comes right back inside, chopping up. My mama told me you better chop around. All right, and then we look at diamonds, which are at least they're green on the day. They got that going for them. All right, chopping here too. All right, so not much going on. I said I would come on, so I came on, but I wish there was more to talk to you about. But you see what we got. All right, we'll see if these healthcares can stay strong the rest of the day, and we'll see if energy can turn things around and get them back up again. I mean, that crude is up good, but the other guys have all pulled off, so maybe those guys will turn their ways and start coming back to the upside. All right, so we'll keep an eye there. Industrials, they kind of tired on that move up, so just let them consolidate for a little while. All right, all right. That's it. That's all I got. Be good. Be good.